Hi, my name is Larry Sumpter. I would like to welcome you to Heritage Farm Village and Museum. We are actually here in the Welcome Center. This is a brand new building and it has many features. I am here simply because I have been asked to create a lot of the wall murals for the building. And in this building you'll see that there are several paintings on many of the walls. I have created these wall murals at the request of the Perry family because of their vision for the village and their vision for this brand new Welcome Center which you're in. I hope you take advantage of that. We're going to see a few of the paintings and the murals on our way to viewing the rest of the Welcome Center. This is the video room or audiovisual room. This is the first room in which folks will be permitted to the farm will be able to view points of interest about the farm. And the room was created with wall murals. This was the first wall that I created with a wall mural using acrylic paints. The concept, of course, was totally given to me by the Perrys, and they let me run with that and create for them these wall murals incorporating points of interest about the farm, specifically items and things that you might find in the barn. In other words, this room was created to give patrons the feel of being in a barn even before they might even view the barn on the farm. And so we've incorporated into that some things like farm animals. Here you see a large horse that was created behind the fence, and there are several animals here that you might find on the farm. Mike Perry and Audie Perry gave me the concept again with a small design. I was able to do some sketches, and from that we tried to place that on the walls. The goal here was to not necessarily be totally realistic, but have a good representation, realistic farm life. It was not to be cartoonish or kiddish, but simply to give patrons and the visitors a glimpse of what farm life would have been way back then. This particular wall mural is, of course, of a covered bridge that you will see, which is actually drawn from the bridge which is actually on the farm. You can actually see this particular bridge when you go on your tour of the farm. And the concept behind this, which again was from Mr. Perry, was that we wanted a view of the bridge looking through, which we thought was the best one rather than a side view, to the church. Now the church is a central part of farm life and part of Farm Village here at Heritage Farm Village and Museum. This particular mural is of the church, and this again is to mimic the actual church on the property here at Heritage Farm Village and Museum. And we put this in here, incorporated this idea in here. Mike asked me to think about this concept of the church on all four sides, and so we actually did a mural, a four-sided mural. The front of this is what you see now. And the front of this is kind of unique in that we wanted to show some windows with actual church life or a representation of what church life would have been back then. So on both sides of the front here, we have some windows, and we tried to incorporate some people and things that you might see in the church, which was, at that time, would have been a central part of village and farm life. Because a lot of things happened in the church at that time. They had meetings there, they had church there, in many cases they had school there, and so Mike was very big on depicting what actual life would have been at that time. Going down the hallway there, you can see that we've created another wall mural, or series of wall murals, kind of unique and special to the farm, and it was kind of an unusual thing to do, but it's something that was a lot of fun to do. It was really interesting, and we thought, here again, the visitors and the patrons might enjoy this as well. And this goes way back into early Appalachian life and farm life. The idea behind this, of course, was to create where we were going to have restrooms. Rather than having just general restrooms, we wanted to make this interesting. Again, this is the concept of the Perrys, which I thought was really neat and interesting to do. So he asked me, and Perry's asked me to create something that would mimic or look like or represent outhouses, which is kind of an interesting thing to do. But the concept behind it was for visitors to get that feel again, and it's really just to provide interest going through the Welcome Center. So what we've done, of course, is try to incorporate some landscape painting on each of these, and also to create the facade or the look of an outhouse for both the women and men's restrooms. Here you can see we have signs depicting farm life, what animals would be considered women or men or boys and girls. And going down the hallway, there's just another series of landscape paintings incorporated into this concept for backgrounds for the outhouses. So I'd like to invite everyone to come to Heritage Farm Village, see what there is here for you. There are a tremendous amount of offerings. It's educational, it's fun. There are a lot of things to do here. And while you're at it, come to the Welcome Center and see the murals and see what else we have to offer. There are a lot of things here for everyone, and kids, adults, and people of all ages.